It's my pleasure to introduce you to our company, BTC Health. We're a provider of highly specialized medical products to hospitals in Australia and New Zealand. My name is Dr. Richard Tregus. I'm the Executive Chairman and founding shareholder of the company. I just need to draw your attention to the general disclaimer. You'll be familiar with this, and this relates primarily to statements from the company, in particular to past and future performance. For those of you that are wanting more information on our company, I'd invite you to visit our website. There's certainly a lot of additional information available there. Our business is essentially that of importing some of the most specialized medical products into Australia and New Zealand. We import, sell, and distribute to public and private hospitals across Australia and New Zealand. These are medical devices, medical equipment, and specialized pharmaceutical products. As a small company, our vision is to scale the business rapidly, and we're seeking to diversify our business, continually add products to our product portfolio, and thereby scale the business. We are looking to leverage our existing infrastructure that we have in place, the expertise, the knowledge we have of the market, and build ourselves a pathway through to sustainable profitability for the company and its shareholders. Healthcare is a significant growth opportunity. In Australia alone, the expenditure on healthcare is upwards of $250 billion a year. That's approximately 10% of GDP. This increase in consumer and government spending on healthcare is primarily driven by the fact that we have an aging population, and there's a constant and rapid advancement in new medical technologies, new medical devices, equipment, and for that matter, pharmaceutical products. BTC Health is the only dedicated specialist medical product company on the ASX. Of course, there are many multinational companies, there are a number of private companies, and indeed there are a few private equity-backed medical product companies. But in terms of specialist medical product company on the ASX, BTC Health stands alone. We have a well-established infrastructure in place, warehousing, supply chain, our quality systems, the compliance and regulatory. We have a highly experienced leadership team, and we have experienced salespeople on the ground calling on private and public hospitals daily. BTC Health really has positioned itself as the ideal landing pad for overseas companies seeking to bring their products to Australia and New Zealand, but for whatever reason, not wishing to set up their own business operations here on the ground. They can benefit from our expertise and our local market knowledge. BTC Health is in fact a pooled development fund, a form of venture capital fund, if you will, registered under the PDF Act of 1992. The purpose of a PDF is to provide growth capital into high growth SMEs. We have 3 wholly owned underlying investee companies: specialty health, cardio, and pharma. Each of these companies are suppliers into the healthcare market, but they serve slightly different segments of the hospital market. The benefit of a pool development fund is that there are significant tax advantages, not only for the company, where our company tax rate is lower at 15%, but importantly for our shareholders. So shareholders are exempt from tax in respect of capital gains and any distributions or dividends that they receive in respect of their equity investments in BTC Health. The market that we serve is the hospital market. Just over 1,400 hospitals, about 1,300 in Australia, half of which would be public, funded primarily by your state health governments, and the other half would be private, primarily funded by private health insurance and to some extent out-of-pocket expenditure. Across in New Zealand, there'd be about 130, perhaps 140 public and private hospitals. Our tier one customers would therefore be the private hospital groups, the largest being Ramsay Healthcare, Healthscope, and then, of course, the Catholic Health Group, Cabrini, etc. We also have supply agreements with each of the state health organisations across Australia and indeed with the New Zealand government. The first 6 months of financial year 25 were particularly strong for us. We continue to deliver against our stated goals. In September of last year, we were very successful in winning a competitive tender, and that was for the exclusive supply of life support equipment into the paediatric ICU at Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne. That contract is worth $5 million over the next 5 years. In November, we likewise were successful in securing private hospital reimbursement for our drug infusion pumps. And this now gives us a runway to sell those products into the private hospitals, certainly in 2025 forwards. So we're very pleased with that as an outcome. Very exciting, we concluded on the 1st of January an exclusive distribution and partner agreement with a global medical device company, Corsum. And this provides for us to distribute their specialized heart valves across Australia and New Zealand. And this will bring an additional $3.6 million of revenue per annum into our business. And most recently, we extended a strategic partnership with Arna Pharmaceuticals, a multinational pharmaceutical company, and that gives us first right of refusal to their specialized medical products. A quick snapshot then on the first 6 months. We delivered revenue of just over $5 million. We operated gross profit margins of between 40 and 45% consistently. I'm pleased to say that we delivered a slightly better than a break-even EBITDA of 200,000 for the 6-month period. And we always maintain good liquidity and a strong cash position, 2.7 million at December 31. We're very conscious of managing our working capital as we continue to grow and expand the business. You see our product portfolio is growing and we continue to add products. Likewise, we continue to add additional active customer accounts into our business. We expect that this momentum will carry forward into the second half of financial year 25. We're particularly focused on winning additional contracts with public hospitals for our life support equipment in ICUs. And we're very focused on bedding down the heart valve business we acquired in January and getting the full benefit of that additional revenue, which will flow through into this financial year. Likewise, the balance of our business in terms of neurospinal and our infusion pumps, we expect good double-digit growth in those two segments as well. In summary, I would say to you, BTC Health is very well positioned to capture continued growth in healthcare spending. I remind you that we are the only dedicated specialist medical product company on the ASX. And also we are a registered pool development fund, which provides those significant tax advantages for our shareholders. We expect continued growth in our top line revenue as we move towards 30th of June and beyond. And you'll see this evidenced by the addition of new partner agreements, supplier agreements that will expand our product portfolio and broaden our customer base. We continue to maintain very good discipline in respect of our cost base and our expenses. And with the revenue growth that we're anticipating, we believe combined, this is going to deliver us very good growth moving forward and give us that pathway to profitability that we're seeking. Thank you for your interest in our company. Please feel free, if you have any particular questions for me, you're very welcome to contact me on the information provided below. Thank you.